Good afternoon, everybody. It's March 1st here today. We have been in some crazy temperature swings. Like just a few days ago, last week, we were minus 33. I was up at the North Farm, we were hauling grain. Minus 33 actual temperature. And obviously you knew that. It was warmer, obviously, prior to that. Then it warmed up to 10, I'm back south. Then it warmed up to 10 degrees Celsius. And now we're going to go back down to minus 20 degrees Celsius. And they actually have some snowfall warnings out for us, anywhere between 30 and 40 centimeters of snow. So that's like nearly 2 feet of snow with 70k winds on its way. So I think if March comes in like a lion, it goes out like a lamb. That's kind of what we're hoping for. Because I was actually starting to look forward to spring, and I even heard a songbird, you guys, so I was pretty excited. But anyways, enough about that. I bought a new trailer. This trailer, it's kind of like society nowadays. It actually doesn't know how it identifies. It doesn't know if it identifies as an enclosed trailer or a flatbed trailer. It's like a hybrid between the two. Anyways, this is a 24-foot trailer, total length, but there's actually only 18 feet of deck. So it's like 6 feet of enclosed. Rocking three 7,000-pound axles. And the deck is about 6 feet wide. And I'm thinking this is going to be a fuel trailer. I know we got some drills out. We've been moving. Obviously, we've been working on bushings. We're working on lots of drill stuff. Combines, we're doing green lights on the combines in the shop as well. So there's always something going on. Oh, and we're cleaning seed down there. But anyways, so this is a bumper tow trailer. One of the reasons why I got a bumper tow versus the gooseneck is because we also have that 1/2 ton truck, and I want to be able to have the option to move this thing around with a 1/2 ton and not have to have a heavy duty truck around. Because typically I leave one heavy duty at the North Farm, and then I'm driving around the other heavy duty. Donovan's driving around the 1/2 ton, and I wanted him to be able to hook up to the fuel wagon as well if need be. Comes with a pull-out step, just like a camper. It goes in if you want it to. Oh, and there's a little latch back here. So these trailers, don't even know the name of them, but pretty sure I was told that they're built in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. So locally built. Oh yeah, so this thing just moved around. I don't have anything strapped yet. I literally just came to the road because I can't, the yard's too muddy. So I picked up this toolbox, pretty cheap toolbox, nothing fancy about it. I think it cost me like $1,200 or something like that. And I know that there's guys that you can burn like $5,000 on a toolbox. Then I went to Canadian Tire, of course, and just did a whole pile of shopping, trying to find some stuff on sale, obviously. But I need to stock this a little bit so that way I have some tools. It's always important to have some tools in here when you are out fueling. Comes with an LED light, and I already tested it. When you're out here at night, and maybe we'll do a little video out here at night so you can see, it actually lights this whole little room up. So I'm going to get this toolbox centered. Probably run some 2x4s across the floor. So that way it doesn't move around, roll around. Now the reason why I don't just take the wheels off and put the thing right on the floor and then still put the 2x4 is because I would lose a lot of height. I kind of like working at this height. Don't think that I want to work down here. You know what I mean? So I guess that's still to be determined, but I don't think I want to bend down when I'm working on the table. Now, how am I going to keep all the doors closed? No idea. Might have to try to run some straps around stuff. I don't know how we're going to do that. I have no idea. I'm literally like we're learning as we go here. So, in fact, I didn't even make it out of the yard. The toolbox was already like, piecing out. So, we're going to get this toolbox securely fastened so we don't have to worry about it moving. I don't think that we can really drill into this wall. There ain't much there. I guess, we probably have whatever this is. I would think that it would be somewhere in here. Guaranteed it's got to be there. They put some screws in. But I don't see any more screws. So, but we feel like there's something there. But anyways, we're gonna have to figure this out. Then I was like, well, I could take some 3/4 inch plywood, put it in here, and then have something that you could drill to, but you're still gonna have to anchor that 3/4 inch plywood to something. Like, I'm no mathematician or anything, but you know. So anyways, I'm not sure where we're gonna put everything and how we're gonna fasten everything, but I'm a big fan of buying these, like, these kits. Like, this is just a Stanley kit. It's just black chrome. Don't worry, it's not any fancy impact stuff. But they don't come out. It's foam. So you get wrenches, and there's like a whole pile more, and there's like 427 pieces. And then you can stick them in here. And yes, you can lock this. In theory, it's supposed to keep these from coming out, but it doesn't really. So we're going to have to figure out how we can fasten all this stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here, you guys. And then we have to get a portable air compressor. Portable air compressors, like wheelbarrow style. At least I prefer a wheelbarrow style, which has a wheel in the front, has 2 tanks with a motor, because you can pack them out, pack them around the drill, blow out rads. So we got to throw that in here. Yes, you could get a big stand-up air compressor, but then you got to have power to run that. And then you're limited. You're not taking a big air compressor outside. You're limited on how much air hose you have. Then I thought maybe, well, you guys, I'm up for ideas here, guys. So this is like 4 feet, something like this. Maybe getting some wooden shelves built, kind of like our portable shop, out to here, and then where the 2 shelves meet up, maybe just throw a couple shelves in here. I want to be able to get some oil in here. Obviously, the shelves have to have lips on them, so nothing comes flying out. Put light stuff up top, electrical stuff, wires, whatever. Obviously, we'll have our little Honda generator in here as well. Maybe put a whiteboard back here. What do you guys think of that? Maybe throw a whiteboard. This all whiteboard, so you can write on it to make plans. I don't know how often I'm going to be in here making plans, but I had on the Patreon fan jam, they've already seen this. They're like, Mike, you got to get a Tassimo in this operation. And I 100% agree we got to get a Tassimo in this operation. I just don't know how we're going to do it and how we're going to run it. I don't know if my little Honda generator will run a Tassimo. I guess it runs the sewer pump from my fuel wagon, which is what this is going to be. So if it did, we're going to have a Tassimo in here. I just don't know how we're going to keep it clean, because it's probably still going to get dusty in here. Like, it's not that sealed, right? Like, it's probably going to get dusty. I'm sure there's going to be some dust that's going to come through this door. Like, I'm sure. And then I'm like, well, maybe we need more lights, you guys. Like, you can't have enough lights. Like, not that I'm working in here all the time, especially at night. But anyways, I think we got to have more lights. Tassimo. What else do we need in here? No, there's no room for a press. Don't need that. I just basically need, like, yes, bolt bins would be nice, but we're just going to throw in bolts that are the most commonly known to break. Like, for pins and stuff, we're just going to throw extra board gold parts in here for the drills and stuff like that. So that's kind of the plan, Jan. So I'm open to suggestions how we can like really style this sucker up and make it practical. Obviously, we gotta keep this thing from moving around. I guess you could take the wheels off and block it up. Anyways, I'll wait for your guys' suggestions. I'm just gonna go wait for this video to come out and read some comments before I do anything, in case I do it all wrong. Oh man, it comes with 1 jack here, which isn't awesome, because if you do put a lot of weight in here, you know, a double jack system like on the gooseneck trailers would be better. But if you do put too much weight back here, it comes with a jack here and a jack here, so that way you don't over center. Now this trailer does come equipped with ramps. I have taken them out. They're pretty heavy duty skid steer ramps. Throw them in here, and then there's this bar that comes across to keep your ramps. They just jiggle around and make a pile of noise, and I don't plan on hauling anything with it. So took those off, or out. So I already pre-measured. I can put a def tote and get a skid steer in here. Stick a def tote right here. And then I can put my fuel tank on right here. So it will work. The trailer actually only weighs like 4,200 pounds, I think, something like that. So for weight-wise, legally, we are still good to go. It sure is goofy looking, though. I'll give it that. Okay, guys. I've taken up enough of your time. Now, Mike, I thought you already had fuel wagons. We do. We have two. They're not mine though. They're actually, I think they're both my brothers. One might be dad's, one might be my brother's, but I think they're both my younger brothers. But anyway, so I don't have my own. And then up at the North Farm, I used our gooseneck. I have a gooseneck. The North Farm does, and we use that. We put a tank on there, and we threw some tools and def-toed up on the front. But this would be way better, especially if it worked real good. Then you can maybe get one for each location. And yeah, these are pretty cheap. Nothing fancy about these toolboxes or the tools. Like, these are no snap-on tools here. Like, we're rocking Mastercraft and Stanley, and some Milwaukee stuff. We got to have some Milwaukee stuff in here, but it's just like buying everything that you can. Got to have just the basic stuff that I know that you guy needs, right? Nothing fancy, except a Tassimo. We might actually need a Tassimo. So, all right, guys, I'll wait for you to tell me what we need and what would be awesome, and how we can properly utilize space. We don't want to put too much in here that we can't even move, and we don't want to do that. I don't want to just do this in here and everything just packed. But we got to have oil, because we always blow lines. We got to have oil. Got to have Bourgeois stuff, openers, tips, all the tools to change that, pins, bolts, all that fun stuff. Got to have sprayer stuff, nozzles, caps, plumbing. Yeah, and tools to fix it. So that's the dealio. I'll catch you guys on the flipper. I'm going to try to get this back into the yard without the toolbox going all over the place. Then I'm going to park it, and I'm going to wait for you guys. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the flipper. Adios. Of course, we're back. All right, so cleaned up a little bit in here. Lights it up pretty good. So I just stuck this 2x4 across, nailed it down so that it doesn't move around so much on us. And I took the key and I locked all the doors. Although you get too crazy with this thing, it would still come open. So the biggest deal is going to be trying to figure out how I can properly secure it and secure all the doors, because there's really not much. Oh, sorry. Here, I'm just trying to take my gloves off. Even if take a little 1-inch strap or something to run across these doors, or I'm gonna have to put something in front. So we got to sort that out yet. But so we just kind of hucked some stuff in here. Oh yeah, I can see the stuff's gonna slide around. Maybe I should just take this out. Definitely gonna slide around. But I just like having the foam. That way it doesn't go anywhere. They're not rolling all over. These things will slide around, but your tools aren't rolling all over the place. And then threw some Milwaukee stuff down there. This is going to be the battery box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is back here. And then there's going to be a bunch more rows of batteries yet to come. And so in one of these kits, they shorted me something. Maybe it's in this bottom one. Oh yeah, it never came with number 47. Never came with 47. Totally got gypped. 47. Oh man. But yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to any of this yet. I'm not sure how you guys set up your toolboxes, but the problem was, I think I told you guys this here a little bit earlier, but I can't get these. These are too thick to put in here. Otherwise, I would have them all in here. But they're too thick. So we just got some other stuff in here. So I didn't measure the depth of these when I bought the toolbox. So we made it work. But it does make it top heavy though, which is kind of problematic. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys on the flipper. And we're going to pimp this thing out a little bit. All right, adios.